Hello, hello everyone. Good evening and a very warm welcome. Good morning at places. It's different time zones that we are covering right here. So, very warm welcome to the Integration for AI and GenAI Hackathon 2025 introductory session. We're thrilled to have you here with us today. And this is your golden chance to not only dive deeper into Informatica's powerful tools and technologies, but also to compete for an incredible prize pool, right? So we are here today to walk you through the overall hackathon and what are the things that we are going to cover in the coming future and your throughout journey. And we're going to cover timelines, we're going to cover prize pools, we're going to cover submission criterias and everything. We will also be joined by one of our key speakers today, who's part of Informatica. So before he joins us and he takes it over, so I'd like to just walk you through what this hackathon is and what are we looking at. So, like I said, it's a great opportunity for you to actually deep dive into Informatica's powerful tools and technologies, but also to compete for an incredible prize pool, right? This hackathon is more than just a competition, it's an opportunity to innovate, collaborate, and create solutions that could shape the future of generative AI. So for that, if you're ready to kick in, right, and if you are someone who's really innovative and looking for solutions right here and there, so today's session is all about giving you a comprehensive overview of the hackathon and the exciting journey ahead. We'll cover the key details, timelines, and what you can expect as you move forward. But this is just the beginning, right? We have more workshops and sessions lined up to help you sharpen your skills, dive deeper into the technology. So keep an eye on your email inboxes for updates. You won't want to miss out on a single opportunity. So, just to give a very short brief, during today's session, if you have any questions at any given point of time, like we walk you through different segments, right? Feel free to drop them in the comment section. Do not hesitate, right? We are right here to answer all of your questions, and we'll make sure that nobody gets leaves unanswered. So with that, so we've been joined by the key speakers to guide us through this session. We're honored to have Pritam Kumar, who's the director of product marketing at Informatica. He's here with us today.
Hey, hi Shakti. Hello everyone. I'm based here in Austin, Texas, so it's morning for everyone who's joining from North America. But good evening to all my colleagues who are joining, or participants who are joining from India, and also good evening to people who are joining from EMEA as well in Europe and Middle East. So because this is a global one, and I'm really excited to be part of this hackathon for the second time, and we are partnering with Hack to Skills. So thanks Shakti and his team for the great work you guys have done. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us as well. So Preetham will walk every one of us through everything you need to know and to kickstart your hackathon experience with the integration for AI and GenAI Hackathon 2025 edition. So without any further ado, I'll take this opportunity to hand it over to you, Preetham, and the stage is all yours. You can, get started. Can we
Hey,
have the
thanks.
slide, please?
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen here. All right. Can you see my screen? My deck.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So as Shakti mentioned, I'm from Informatica. I'm the director of product marketing, and I lead the data integration practice here. We last year we partnered with Hack to Skills, as I was mentioning before, and it was our data engineering hackathon. This time, of course, we thought of doing it 2.0, but then we realized that we are doing a lot of innovations in AI and Gen AI, and the Gen AI has been pervasive for everyone. Okay, I mean, there's every day I get so many articles. That there are so many content, demos, products. There's so many things happening in the tech space, in especially in the Gen AI in the AI space. Okay, there's so many acquisitions happening, new products are coming, new announcements. So I think, and it's pretty much, I thought it's pretty much obvious that it should be part of this hackathon as part of the topic. However, Informatica is an organization that provides a strong data foundation, and integration is a critical element about it. So you can just imagine, if you don't have the right kind of data foundation, you cannot do any kind of AI or Gen AI use cases. It'll be like garbage in and garbage out kind of a situation out here. So no matter whether you're doing analytics, you are doing data science, AI, or now Gen AI, You need integration, you need strong data foundation, you still need to integrate data, transform this data. Hence, the topic for this hackathon is integration for AI and GenAI, which includes your application and data integration and some of the key capabilities that is required for GenAI use cases out here. So let me just get delve into the agenda. I have a packed agenda today. I know I have only less than an hour to present this, and of course taking some Q&A. I'll try to wrap it up soon, but of course I don't want to miss on the key elements of stuff. And we have following workshops wherein we deep dive into it. So I'll be covering at a very high level, and my colleagues in my team who are more technically pro, they will cover in our following workshops. They'll show the demo and all this stuff. So if you have any technical questions, you can obviously reach out to them. You can also ask me as well. And of course, we have multiple other channels wherein you can engage with our subject matter experts, the mentors who can help you in being successful in this hackathon. So I'll be covering the overall hackathon theme, which is data and app integration for AI slash Gen AI. How Informatica's, because it's Informatica sponsored, so it is, you have to know about Informatica's services in our integration services. Of course, our Informatica Intelligent Data Management Cloud is industry's more comprehensive AI powered data management platform that is designed for everyone and everywhere. Okay, irrespective of who your user are, whether you are a hand coding person, user, or you like low code no code tools. The platform supports all kind of users, and it can be deployed across multiple platforms, whether it's cloud, public cloud, private cloud, or hybrid here. I'll get into some of the services. We are not going to cover all the services of Informatica Data Management Cloud, or how we call it IDMC, but of course mainly the one that is relevant to this hackathon here, because it's not feasible possible for everyone to use all the services of Informatica here, but some of the key services which is essential for Gen AI use cases out here. Then I'll cover the timeline and of course some tips and tricks on how to be successful, how you can succeed in this hackathon, and then of course the next steps, and we will then open it up for Q&A. So with that, let's get started. Okay. So before I give you the overview of our theme, I want to cover some of the key aspects. Like there's some of the research which we did with various organizations, internal CDO surveys which we have done. Now, why is Gen AI becoming so essential? Gen AI or even AI as well. Okay, of course, AI has been prevalent for many years, but Gen AI has taken everything by storm because of the ease of use NLP capabilities out here. And it is pervasive across various industries out here. It's not that one particular industry is using Gen AI. It can be used across industries, whether you're talking about manufacturing, telecommunications, marketing, or even for coding as well. Okay. One of the main important thing of Gen AI is that it significantly improves the overall efficiency of a staff or a user, whether you are a user whether you are a developer who is writing codes. It will help you more efficient because you can spend more amount of time in building your business logic, doing more strategic work rather than doing some of the mundane day-to-day activities. 80% of your time right now is spent on doing those mundane work, and 20% the real core value wherein you're building the business logic. Can I help you flip that into a 80-20 rule wherein you spend 80% of the time in in doing strategic and developing business logic, and 20% of the time in doing all the regular mundane work, which can be easily be automated using Gen AI tools out here. And then of course it saves significant amount of time, as you can see here, 1.75 hours per day. As a marketer myself, content is one portion in which we leverage Gen AI significantly, whether you're building slides or you're writing blogs or you're writing in ebooks and white paper. Gen AI helps us in making us save time, be more efficient as well, as the first point is out here, and wherein I can spend more time in doing some kind of strategic things, planning, go to market activities, and I can do more with less actually. So there's all this myth of that Gen AI and AI will take our job. I don't agree with that. It's actually making it more efficient, like any other innovation we have seen in the past out here. And finally, it's profitable for any organization. It drives profitability, market capitalization, uh, growth as well. You are automating a lot of your processes with all this intelligent chatbot use cases, which is powered by GenAI and less of human interventions. It can troubleshoot some of the initial thing wherein you don't need stuffs like when I call any customer service thing here, and I have a chat bot that gives me the response, which is much more convenient for me. And if I want to talk to someone, I can directly go to the customer service representative and talk to it. So customer experience is one of the biggest use cases, I would say, and that's helping organizations save a lot of money. Because I'll just give you one stat about a telco. In a telco, customer is every call that lands on a customer service, like a customer support organization, costs around like $5 to $10, and the customer service representative had to resolve it in a very short span of time. The intelligent chatbot powered by AI and Gen AI is able to reduce that significantly. Now imagine for basic small queries, it can easily solve it rather than talking to person, and then which will require a lot of time, and it might result in bad customer service because you have to wait in the queue for a longer period of time. So definitely it helps organization drive growth and lot of savings for any corporate organization or enterprise out here. Now let me give you an example of how, like, you have your AI, okay, all those great stuffs out here, but AI just can't function like in silo. It needs to be infused with high quality, trusted, and governed data, and it need to be contextualized and domain specific as well. Here I am giving an example, like you are letting your AI choose your vacation. Now you have multiple options out here, okay, whether various countries wherein you can go on vacation. But what about your preferences? Okay, so your preferences would be like okay, I what kind of like food, okay, which is very critical. Like if I'm going to one country, I want to make sure that the food which I'm getting should be right for me, and it should not have any allergies here, and it should be budget friendly, and it should be also be useful for the kids as well, wherein they can be engaged with some theme parks and all the stuff. Now that so if you tick mark all these aspects out here, these are basically attributes, I can say, whether wherein the AI or wherein the machine, you provide the right kind of input. So these are my preferences, this is my budget, this is what kind of activities I'm looking for, this kind of food, this is the hotels I want to stay, these are the ratings of the hotels, like typically how you go to Agoda or you go to Expedia.com and select your vacation, like how I do. I have these preferences, but for that I have to give the right kind of input. The AI system should be able to take my previous data, which is available, and then correlate that, okay, with the right kind of experiences I want. So like, for example, I love beaches, so they will provide me the right kind of vacation for my family where I can go to the beaches, and that place would also have a theme park wherein my kids can have and have fun. And it also should be budget friendly as well, okay, because I'm also operating in a specific budget. So the crux of the story is that you cannot just AI just cannot function in silos. You need the right kind of data that need to be infused in the AI system to provide the right kind of the prediction to you for the right customer at the right time as well out here. And there are many such examples I can go on and all, okay, but with the interest of the time, I just want to give an example to show that why data is so critical. Okay, you AI can be very exciting, but then you might be ready, but your data might not be ready as out here. So you need the right kind of data out here. And here are some of the roadblocks, as you can see here. These stats are from a CDO survey that we did at Informatica, where we surveyed almost 600 plus CDOs, and here are some of the roadblocks that they encounter. Now, AI engineer is exciting, but but the foundation roadblocks remains the same, which is data. Okay, you need high quality trusted data, and 42% say that the data is not of high quality. Okay, it should be data privacy and protection. You have to make sure that your personal informations are not being shared. Okay, and the tools are governed with all the local compliance, like the GDPR compliance. Okay, or for example the HIPAA compliance and all other various compliance which every organization need to make sure. Otherwise, it can really result in kind of like fines for the organization, okay, by the regulators. And ethical as well, okay, like there are many cases wherein we have seen the chatbots are giving unbiased responses, which is not good, and they have to shut down those chatbots. We have seen like Gemini was one of the examples which we have recently experienced, wherein the chatbot was giving wrong kind of responses, okay, when you are typing the queries out there. And of course it has to be domain specific. Like it had, as I was mentioning, it has to be contextual. Okay, so for every domain, if I'm in a telco domain, the data needs to be very domain centric. The models need to be based on that, which can help you in develop those large language models, and also you should be able to fine tune. And of course the most important thing, it has to be governed, which will make sure that you have monitoring those models, the models are performing at an optimal level. And because the output can be really attractive, okay, but then one single mistake can result in lot of damages and reputation for the organization. And here are some of the examples wherein bad data leads to bad AI. Okay, you have this chatbot example which was giving wrong responses. There was this vehicle which for $1, okay, there it was offering vehicle. The chatbot was offering vehicle for $1 budget out here, and there was some fines that were fined by the judges to the lawyers, okay, the law firm, wherein they were using chat GPT to submit some of the cases, okay, which is generated from them, okay. And of course there's Zillow Homes, which is like overpaid homes, resulted in some $304 million inventory, okay, and there are many such examples. I can go on and on. The whole idea I want to show, what I want to put out here is that GenAI AI needs right kind of data. If you don't have the strong data foundation, if your data is not if your data is not right, you will always get the bad result. Okay. So the success of AI is dependent on three factors. Your data needs to be robust, it should be responsible and relevant. In the subsequent slide, I'll show you how it can be done and how Informatica can help you do that. Now, data management, as I was talking about, okay, is extremely critical. 60% of the time is spent on exploring the data, what sources the data is coming from. Then you find the data, you cleanse the data, you integrate the data, and you do all kind of prompt engineering and all those great stuff. And based on our survey, one of the surveys that has been done, we found that 60% of the time is spent in doing this data exploration activities. However, only 20% has been done in building the models and training those models to be more effective. And then the next, of course, once you build the models, you have to operationalize those models. 80% of the models that has the AI/ML model that has been built are not getting operationalized. The reason it is not getting operationalized because the business users or the business is not confident of these models, because these models don't have the right kind of data that has been used in building and training those models out here. So the a strong data foundation becomes critical across all the stages. And of course, you're only spending 20% or 40% of the time in building and operationalizing those models, but majority of the time you're spending on in building in organizing the data, so that which can drive these models and operationalize them for your business. So any GenAI applications in it needs five key attributes, which we define as, we call it, the data the mod the that the models need to be grounded. It should not be hallucinated. It should be contextualized. Okay, you need to make sure that the prompts which you are giving has to be enriched with business context. There should be a rich summarization. The model should understand the enterprise terminology, whether you are doing it for a telco or a retail industry or a manufacturing sector. It has to be do that. So that's the reason domain specific becomes extremely critical. Of high quality is a no-brainer. All data is created equal, but responses need to be accurate. Otherwise, it'll result in bad experiences out here. Easy to deploy, should not require too much of hand coding thing, because then you need high skilled resources. If those resources leave, you rehiring them, retraining them becomes a big challenge for them. So it should be easy to develop and deploy. And of course, most importantly, it should be governed and secure, making sure that you're managing the cost properly. It should not be overboard. Someone running one cluster, making sure that okay, that is like consuming a lot of money and you don't have any visibility out here. That can happen to any of these Gen AI projects or AI projects out here. Hence, to summarize this, everyone is ready for data, and if you want to make your AI and Gen AI successful, you need relevant, responsible, and robust AI. Okay, how can you make it relevant? You can make it relevant with accurate, transparent, and contextual data. Okay, with a strong metadata foundation. Okay, that can help you answers your AI query in a much more tailored manner. Okay. Responsible AI has to be governed, democratized, and secure, that delivers AI in a compliant and private and unbiased responses. And of course, it has to be robust. It has to be enterprise scale. It should not be a departmental use cases wherein you just start and it's limited to one particular department. You have to scale it in an. You have to make sure that the models are being able to scale to the enterprise grade as well. Okay, and it can be easily scalable, and you don't need to do use too much of hand coding and other stuffs out here. Okay, you can use with some of the efficient tools that can support all this thing. For that, you need a data management that is AI powered as well, because you need intelligence and automation about it. And it should be power. It should have capabilities of Gen AI that can automate some of your data pipeline building processes out here. Informatica provides both the stuffs, whether you want to build your data with Informatica for AI, where you're building a data foundation for AI, and also you provide AI for data management as well. Okay. In this hackathon, I'll be more focused on we'll be focused on Informatica for AI, which is wherein how Informatica provides you the integrations capabilities, whether it is data and application integration capabilities, data quality, and other stuffs in order to make your AI and Gen AI successful out here. So that's the main theme. Okay. And now I will just go through one thing out here. Okay, the data and app integration for AI and Gen AI here. Okay. Now this typical architecture out here you can see here, where you have the transactional systems, okay, whether there is SaaS applications, there are ERP application and CRM applications. Okay, a typical enterprise has various of these kind of applications in their systems, and they come in different data formats. Okay, there can be real time, there can be semi-structured, unstructured data. And in the right hand side, as you can see here, okay, there is a storage layer and there is a processing layer out here. A storage layer can be a data lake. In a typical analytics use cases or data science use cases, we use a data lake where you ingest those data, and then of course you into a data lake, and then you do the ELT processing out here in a typical medallion architecture, where you put the data into the bronze zone, which is a raw zone. You transform the data into in a silver zone, which is a refined zone, and the gold zone is basically the consumption zone, where the data is available for any kind of analytics and data science use cases. With AI apps, that is a new capability. There's a new use case that comes up with the RAG ingestion stuffs, and then we are bringing in all our AI stores, all the large language models and vector database capabilities. So you bring in all the unstructured structured data into this vector databases, and with RAG capability, where RAG ingestions, you can directly run all your AI applications on top of it. Okay, and do all your AI and Gen AI use cases. Okay, so the foundation remains the same. The only difference that in a Gen AI use cases, you also add the AI storage as well, in addition to the typical data lake storage which you have out here. So which we typically call it a AI engineering, like how Gartner calls it, where you ingest, transform, and quality and retrieve, augment, and orchestrate that the data for any kind of Gen AI use cases out here. All right, so Informatica's, let me get into the Informatica's platform that can support. So I've given you all the overall overview about why GenAI is, what do you need to be successful, how data and app foundation or integration foundation or management foundation is critical for it. And of course, I've given you the overall architecture about the use cases there. But here I want to like talk about like how Informatica supports. Now I'll go deep dive into some of the Informatica's capabilities which you will be using in this in this hackathon out here. Now, some of you who have participated last year would obviously know about Intelligent Data Management Cloud. This is our comprehensive AI-powered data management platform. No other vendor provides the breadth and depth of capabilities that Informatica provides here, right from cataloging to which helps you in discover the data to curate using data integration engineering capabilities and API and app integration to integrate the applications and orchestrating them. And of course, you have data quality, okay, to making sure the data is of high quality. And of course, observability capabilities, which will help you in making sure that you have a end-to-end single pane visibility about how your data pipelines are performing and you take remedial actions accordingly. And of course, we have MDM as well, governance and marketplace for data sharing as well. We are not going to cover those kind of things because that becomes too broader here. Our key focus are the three one which you see in colored, which is data integration and engineering, which covers our cloud data integration, cloud data ingestion capabilities and replication, app integration, and of course data quality as well. I just want to touch base on some of our other capabilities like Claire, which is our AI-powered metadata engine, which is our metadata of metadata. We have 50,000 plus metadata-aware connectors. Okay, and Informatica has more than 101 trillion transaction that this entire IDMC platform drives, with almost 49 petabyte of metadata that is there. So it's a rich metadata of which we use in order to provide automations when a data engineer or integration specialist is building any data pipeline out here. And we support all the sources out here, okay, whether it's on-prem, cloud, real-time sources, and deployed across any cloud. Okay, we are cloud agnostic out here. All right. So, and of course, one more thing is this is a typical modern data architecture. As you can see in the left hand side, we have the ETL and ELT, the traditional ETL and ELT that the IDMC supports out here. And now we have with our vector database connectors, we have building the chunking and embedding capabilities that supports your Gen AI and use cases as well out here. Of course, and we also support all our multi-domain MDM, observability and governance, which I was talking out in earlier as well. So many of our customers have implemented this modern data architecture using IDMC. Some are in the initial stage, some are in the advanced stage, but this is a typical architecture which we see most of our customers building using Informatica's data management cloud for driving some of their critical use cases, and which is extremely critical for their businesses out here. Okay. All right. So now, as I mentioned before, okay, in this hackathon, we'll be focusing more on the integration services out here. Starting up, I was mentioning is our ingestion service, ingestion and replication service, which is cloud data ingestion and replication, or CDIR as we call it out here. Uh, s- I'll not go too deep into it, but I'll just give you an overview about it. As you can see in the right hand side, it's a wizard based tool. It doesn't require any kind of pipeline building out here. You just need to select the the sources target, and then you can start running your jobs. Okay, so select the source, like for example you're replicating data from Oracle to Snowflake. So you select Oracle as your source, you select Snowflake as your target, and then you run your schedule your jobs out here. It has got capabilities like you can do bulk ingestion out here. You can also do incremental ingestion here as well. So the tool supports it. It's a single platform, one single view out here, supports all the different patterns like databases, files, applications, and also streaming sources as well. Okay. uh, Thousands of databases, extremely scalable, enterprise grade, single platform for single pane of glass to do a overall visibility about how the ingestion jobs are performing. Very easy to use tool. If you haven't used it, I would highly recommend to try using it with our trial links that are there, and of course attend the workshop, which one of my colleague would be doing it in this week, where he will show the live demo that is how easy it is to use these tools. Okay. Because getting the data from multiple sources into a target is one of the most critical aspects out here. Not all tools can support all the patterns out here in the industry. It's required custom coding and all the stuff. See, cloud data ingestion replication is a easy to use tool without any hand coding required out here. Okay. And it supports all the data patterns out here in a much more seamless way as well. Next is, okay, once you ingest the data, of course, you need to do transformation out here. Cloud data integration is our flagship data transformation tool, okay, which is basically when you call it ELT. Okay, so you do extract and load using cloud data ingestion and replication. With cloud data integration, you are doing the transformation part out here. Once you land the data, you do transformation using various pre-built functions and templates for your use cases. Okay, so it comes up with joiners and many other transformation capabilities that is there. Okay, when you start using it, and of course, it doesn't require any hand coding. It is a Canvas GUI based setup. Which is wherein you can just drag and drop the trans and start building your data pipeline. And in the right hand side, as you can see, you also have the observability tool, okay, wherein we can see how the jobs are performing, and you can take remedial action based on that as well. Okay. It has got pushed on capabilities as well. If you're using Snowflake or Databricks or any other cloud data warehouses out here, or Azure, AWS, or GCP, instead of taking the data out, you can, with a SQL ELT capabilities, you can push down your within the data warehouses, rather than taking the data out and doing the ELT transformation. It That significantly improve your overall performance. Okay, so we have those services available within CDI that can help you drive all this kind of use cases with much ease. And it supports everything like either ELT, ETL, or fully managed in a serverless option as well. So yeah, more to come. There are 100 plus pre-built functions that have been there and templates that is there. Start exploring them when you're building your prototype or you're building your ideas. Play around with this. We have a pool of SMEs and mentors who can guide you if you are new to Informatica. Very easy to use. So yeah, I'll highly recommend. Amazing tool to use. So many customers are using cloud data integration for their daily use cases, whether they're normal analytics or even their advanced Gen AI or AI use cases. Next is app integration, which is basically our application integration capabilities, all taking all integration from all different patterns, real-time latency, same low-code, no-code design here, like CDIE. You can integrate your data from integrate applications, a variety of sources, orchestrate them using cloud app integration out here. You can basically genify your apps. If you have your current app, you can use it, and you can genify that for orchestrating your GenAI applications here. In a demo, we will show it to you how it is done. Okay. It can integrate in real time with APIs, messaging, and pubs, and supports all pub sub architectures out here. Uh, you can automate your overall workflows with a guided. It'll give you a guided. Okay, what is the next best action, next best transformation inbuilt inside it, and it can be deployed both serverless as on-prem as well. Okay. Very robust framework, app integration being used widely by many of our customers, especially for business process automations and and application modernization use cases from customers who are modernizing from their legacy applications to a Workday or any kind of SaaS applications. Use it significantly out here. Um, mm, like CDI for data, CAI is the answer for application integrations, app integration use cases. Of course, there is a little bit overlap. Like you can ingest the data using CDIR, okay, using all application data, and you can use CAI, okay, I mean CDI to integrate it and CAI to orchestrate those applications. So yeah, I mean very good combination. So don't limit yourself to just one or two services. You need all the services which I'm talking about, to making sure that you have the right kind of support for your use cases or the prototype which you are building out here. And of course, last but not the least, the most important is our cloud data quality. Cloud data quality, as the name suggests, is a data quality service which helps you in providing the profiling the data set, standardizing and cleansing the data. It automates the overall data delivery with governed workflows. It automate all your mundane process. Same low code, no code approach. There is no change in it, but it comes with all these data quality transformations that you can use to make sure that your data is ready for AI consumptions out here. Okay. Now, here are some of the dates and milestones for the hackathon. Okay, the registration have already started. I'm sure you guys are already submitting your ideas. The due date is 9th of February, and today I'm doing the introductory session on today. Then we have the partner kickoff. We have other workshops which I was mentioning on 24th, 27th, 28th. I'll highly recommend you to attend these workshops because this will be very technical and deep dive with demos, live demos that will be showcased to you. And of course, we have Ask Me Anything session. You can always ask us. You can connect with us on Discord. We have a list of SMEs at Informatica who will be handholding you, mentoring you to be successful out here. Of course, there are dates for prototype submissions, and the grand finale we are planning to do on 18th of March, where we will be judging the winners for this one. Three tips from my side how to be successful. You have to use Informatica services. Last year, we see so many of you participants come up with some great use cases, but unfortunately, some of them didn't use Informatica's IDMC's capabilities there. So and they lost out. So that's one of the main important criteria that you have to use at least some of the services which I showed. It is just four of them, and I think all four of them are critical for your use cases. So please use it. If you are not comfortable, then please reach out to the mentors that will help you when you are building when you're in the ideation or in the prototype stage out here. Connect with the Informatica SMEs. These are all so veteran, seasoned Informaticas with the strong data engineering and AI expertise they come up with, and they've spent a lot of time in R&D. So please connect with them because they will help you in building your solution and be more successful. Don't work in silos. Uh, be more collaborative out here. Okay, and be innovative and creative with your idea, making sure that your technical whatever you're building the project should have a big use case, whether you are like, for example, you're doing some kind of chunking or embedding on a PDF file or a Word document, or you for any kind of responses or building any chatbots, and just giving some few examples out here, okay, for AI and GenAI use cases. Make sure that you be innovative out here, that your idea should differentiate from others as well. All right, as a next step, you can scan this QR code to access the Hack to Skulls website. There are some exciting prizes to be won. We have increased the pool this time and extended to our partners who can also participate. We are doing a partner kickoff later this week for all the partners to participate. And obviously, feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, you're having any challenges. Definitely, the team will help you. The last year also they helped us, helped a lot of the participants, and I would strongly encourage you to please collaborate and reach out to us again and make this hackathon a great success. All right, okay. With that, I think I can open it for Q&A. Shakti, if any questions are there, I think I covered it. We still have 15 minutes left. So yeah, I'm open for any Q&A.
Sure. Thank you so much. That was insightful, Preetham. And yeah, I hope that everybody here who has joined us, today or for this session, also finds this session very insightful and got a lot more just about the hackathon and what is to be done rightly in order to succeed, right? So, taking forward, I'll just quickly. I was just looking at the Q and A's earlier itself. I've got a few questions that I'd just like to pop up for you on the screen if you can answer those. So Atul has asked, do Informatica provide AI store to store vector DB or
Yes, we do have a vector DB connector, which we have recently launched. So we do support all the kind of vector databases, LLM models as well. We have the documentation in the Hack to Skills webpage, which will have all the information. If you don't have it, reach out to us. Okay. All the most like Pinecon, there are a list of new connectors which we are supporting right now. All are there, and yeah, we do support them. Okay, all the popular databases and large language models.
wonderful. Thank you so much for answering that. I've got a quick question that just dropped in and just grabbed my attention. Can you recommend some roles that must have in the team to deliver good solutions and succeed in the hackathon?
Uh, well, this is a broader question. I would say that, okay, I don't understand what roles you mean. Uh, I guess this is open to the students community, to the data engineers, ETL developers, data scientists as well. Okay. So one other thing, as I was mentioning, to be successful, the three things which I mentioned here, you have to use Informatica services here. We have provisioned the free trials for you that has got all the capabilities here. If you are new, we have the mentors. There are more than some almost 30 mentors are there to help you in different time zones, whether you are in North America, in APJ, or in EMEA. So please reach out to them in Discord, connect with them. And of course, Shakti and his team are there in case if you're not able to get some time. We have last year also we have arranged one-on-one meetings with you guys. So to answer your question, the roles, any role is fine with me. I don't have anything. Important thing is make sure that you use the Informatica services which I was mentioning and attend the workshops which my colleagues are hosting later this week.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for answering that, Preetham. So I'm just again close looking into the session here. Just give me a minute. Okay, I can see more questions popped up. So Divya's got a question. She wanted to know if she does not hold any hands-on experience on Informatica, is there a way she can participate and learn from it?
Yeah, of course. I was mentioning this is like if you come from a integration or data engineering background, even if you are a developer as well and you work on SQL, it will be much more easy for you. You can start using the our trial tools, which is there in the web page, and start playing around with this. And of course, you need a certain level of expertise. We cannot like spoon feed all everyone because we expect the people who are participating should have some kind of proficiency in terms of the technology wise. But for tool wise, yeah, if you start playing it, you will have some roadblocks. You're having some challenges in building some of the data pipelines or for connecting to any connectors. Yeah, reach out to us. Okay, that's why the mentors are there to help you.
Okay, I see a question from Deblina. Maybe I can answer that. Can we access the recorded video of the session? Deblina, if you've already registered, you must have experienced the participant dashboard, your dashboard where you landed, and you can find details for submissions, team formations, things like that. You'll also find a resource section, and this video and the recorded one will be live on the resource section by tomorrow, so you can access it from there. And anybody else who has recently joined us, or maybe want to just walk through or go through any of the part that Preetham throwed a light upon, so you can access it from the website itself. All you need to do is register yourself and you can access the dashboard. Ishani has also Ishani's got a question. Where can I got get the Discord link? So you can check out two things, Ishani. One is the email that you receive post registrations, and the other one is it is also mentioned in the resource section again. So you can just go to the resource section and you'll find the Discord link there. Okay, I don't see any further more questions regarding it. Maybe I see very generic question regarding the hackathon. So I'd suggest any generic question or anything regarding the hackathon. I'd recommend you to kindly go to hackerskill.com and look at the integrations for AI and GenAI hackathon. It's listed on the website itself. Go through the website and you'll find out every information that you want in order to understand who can participate, what are the criterias, and what is to be done through the timeline, right? So just go through hackerskill.com and find out about you know the hackathon, and you'll get the right information. Deblina, yes, you can participate solo as well as in a group, in a maximum group size of four. So that depends upon who do you want to actually form a team. There's a question from Atul again, which is a follow-up question about vector DB. From where can we get the documentations for the vector DB?
Yeah, we will share it with you, Atul. I mean, I think our team has already shared all the reference link. But for vector DB connectors, you can go to our connectivity page and share it with you. But as a follow-up, I'll share the link with the Hack to Skills team, okay, where you will find all the list of connectors which we support for all the vector databases and large language models. There are also multiple demos as well that are there. So yeah, there are enough resources there.
So he's got a very quick follow-up response. Will the participants get the environment for Informatica to develop and
Yeah,
showcase the
that's
product?
where reason we are giving that trial environment to you. That's a 90-day trial environment, if I'm correct. 45 days, I think so. And that's where you will be able to build. So everyone has got the trial environment.
All right. There's a question about mentors also. I think mentors will come into play once your ideas are aligned and you get shortlisted for the product development. So that's when the mentors will get aligned to you guys, and you can seek help in order when you're actually working on using Informatica services. So wait until then. Maybe you submit a good great idea and read and go through the documentation and the resources and see what all services can you use and to implement in your idea to make it more great. So do that as of now. So the idea submissions are due by 9th of Feb, and if you haven't already registered, you can do that before 2nd of Feb. So highly recommended. Go to hacktoskill.com, check out the website, and register yourself today. So we've got great journeys ahead, and you'd not want to miss out on this one, right? So I don't see further more questions. Give idea based on your software. So her is a question. Is there any specific use case you are particularly looking forward from the participants?
Well, the use case is one only. As I was mentioning, it's a data and app integration for GenAI. So how you use, how you build your data for building. So if you, for example, I'm just giving an example out here. You're building an intelligent chatbot for a customer experience use case. Just as one example, I'm just giving you. So it's up to you how innovative you can be, and then how you're using Informatica tool to get those data from different sources, integrate them, and then you orchestrate that data pipeline for building that chatbot, okay, that which is GenAI powered chatbot. So that's one of the ideas. I mean, so that's one of the use cases. If you can be more industry specific, where you're solving any particular pain point for an industry, I think that can be great as well. Okay, so I'm just throwing some ideas out here, but it's up to you to come out with. Okay, it should have a, I mean, the three things which I showed you, okay, use Informatica services. That's the highest plus point. Okay, I mean, if you want to score well, that's the number one thing. Second thing is, how do you build the idea? I mean, like you use the services efficiently, and you're building the prototype for a particular use case, which can be for any industry specific use case, building a chat bot or you're building any kind of applications on GenAI applications out here. So that's the kind of thing which we are looking for. Okay, but yeah, most importantly, I will keep reiterating: use Informatica services. Okay, even if your idea is great, you're not using it, you will not have a chance to win this hackathon.
Great. Thanks for putting out light again on those pointers. Mala Meher has also got a question for us. Do Informatica has a separate YouTube channel from where they want to, you know, you would like them to recommend for data engineering course? I
Yeah,
actually think finding it
we have a
difficult.
certification link, Shakti, right, in your web page. So
Yes.
just please go ahead and access the certification link, get yourself certified in the data engineering certification link there.
Yeah, go to actorskill.com, register yourself for the hackathon is the first step that you can do. And once you register, you'll land onto your personalized dashboard wherein you'll find a link to the Data Engineering Foundation certification. So if you go to that link and then move forward with the right steps, so you'll find the whole lot of course wherein it's a it's likely when you want to take up the course and you can just go through those workshops and every details, do that certification by yourself and get yourself learned out of it. So that's very 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 much right there on the platform itself. All you need to do is find it out, and before that register yourself. Great, great. Great. I think we covered here. Any questions that you may have, please feel free to reach out to us over an email. You'll find an email, from us very soon regarding this workshop, wherein we'll also be sharing this link with you so that you can access it. So anybody who has joined us later on, or maybe you want to cover any other aspect of this video and just go through it once again, can do the same. But highly recommend you to go ahead, register yourself first, and then walk, be there on journey with us. But with that, thank you so much, Preetham, for joining us today, and it was wonderful again speaking to you.
Yeah, thanks Shakti for having me, and I wish all the best to all the participants. Okay, let's have a great hackathon.
Great. Thank you so much, Preetham. Thank you so much, all, for joining us today and for your amazing participation. We're looking forward to seeing your creativity and the innovation coming live during this hackathon. So stay tuned for upcoming workshops and don't forget to check your emails for important updates. See you all soon and best of luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Cheers.